How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines with me, CityZilla, and in this episode we are going to be building out a college town. I think right now is a good time to do it. Our current university availability is extremely low. See, we have 14,000 eligible with only 10,000 capacity, and our college is pretty small. If any of you guys remember the couple episodes I did where we built this out, it looks really cool. It's the trade school, and when I had built this, I initially had plans of building multiple universities, but then I'd kind of scrapped it. I was like, maybe we won't, but I think this is actually a really good opportunity for it. So let's go ahead and dive in. And so first off, what I want to do is get rid of all these trees, because we're going to come back through and landscape them, and this again helps with the game. And so we are just going to do that. When bam, and there we go. And I do want to level it out. I kind of have a little plan for this island that I think is going to be cool, and not leveling it out is just going to bring us some problems. And so I think leveling it out is the way to go. So I don't want to go too low. Maybe we'll go from right here. Yeah, you know what? I think that's pretty good. I leveled out quite a bit of an area. I left a little bit of a slope here because I think it would be cool if we could get some of our college buildings maybe on the hill, but then I wanted to do something cool with this island where we use some of the nice bridges and then some of our tourism assets that we haven't placed yet. And so first off, what I'm thinking, I wanted to go for like an avenue kind of vibe, and so I think what we're going to do is use two one-ways. I really like avenues, especially in cities where you have like landscaping in the middle or something like that, and I think it looks really cool. And so I think we are going to go ahead and do that, and then we will just landscape. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we will just extend these out, and we're going to go pretty far out because I think it's going to eventually probably turn back into a highway and probably scoop around this neighborhood right here and connect up here, just because the same kind of idea with that last toll road. It's going to provide a lot of access if we connect up right here, and so I think it's a good idea to plan for that. And that's one of the things that you can do to kind of manage the traffic in your cities, is just kind of plan your road network a little ahead of time instead of trying to just always adjust based off of the problems arising in your city, which is still a big part of the game, but it's nice to plan it out sometimes too, kind of be ahead of the curve. And there we go. And then I just need to switch these over. So I think that is our basic connection. And we're going to kind of delete things as we go, but I think that is good for our initial layout. And so I wanted to do like a full-blown college town. We recently went into a few pretty cool college towns. I saw Yale and Brown and Harvard and just some really cool schools and how they were laid out, especially Brown and yeah, actually all three of them. And because the city had incorporated itself into the college so much that it almost was like the college had created the city. Like without the college, the city really wouldn't be there in a lot of ways. Especially, actually all three. Brown was a little more off to the side, whereas Yale was pretty much all of New Haven. I think downtown New Haven is pretty much just Yale. I'm sure people who live there would probably be upset with me saying that, but Harvard and Cambridge was super cool. It looked a lot like Europe and had really cool vibes to it, a lot of older buildings, and so I want to try and do that. And so what I'm thinking is we're going to do just a little bit of a basic grid, and then we will end up playing around with it and kind of messing around with it a little bit. But I do want to create kind of an area in the middle where we'll put the dormitories on either side and then kind of do walking paths in a park in the middle here, because that's really common for universities to have, and I think it just looks really cool, and it kind of gives us an opportunity to do some landscaping and just do a really nice area. And then we'll probably have the main building right there because it's going to kind of look really cool being connected to that. And then I think we're actually going to come through and delete this guy because I want to do a tunnel. I think a tunnel would just be really cool right here. And so let's see. Maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll look terrible. We'll just have to delete it. But I think it looks cool. Bam. So what I'm thinking is maybe we will turn this into a roundabout. I think that could be good. Maybe we could even round the edges a little bit. I don't know though. Maybe we won't. And so yeah, this will be kind of like our main college mall area, and then we have the little tunnels there. And so what I want to do is create a grid network, because a lot of these colleges are built, especially the older ones, when grids were pretty much the only thing you did. And so I do want to follow that. I do want to create kind of a commercial district in the middle though, so I think we're going to go out like maybe probably one more than that, because I want to create some space. Alright, so I think if we, I deleted all that because I wanted to create more of an even space on this side. I felt like it would be pretty important, and so we'll go 5 out and then come over, and then we'll just go ahead and go 5 out on this side too, because then we'll get like a nice little piece of symmetry involved in this, and it'll just look a little more pleasing. And there we go, and then that way we can actually just hook up our neighborhood to that, and we should be able to create the type of neighborhood that I was going for. And what that was, we're going to go 2 out, and then we're going to come up 1.5. And yeah, there you go. And so we'll go ahead and follow this. Go down, and there you go. And so I was thinking about doing that, and then we'll just do some walking paths and stuff in the middle, and I think it'll end up looking really cool. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks pretty cool. And this is still all going to be a part of the college campuses, and that's why I'm trying to kind of follow a little bit of a pattern here. And so this section, though, I wanted to go just a little different, because we are going to turn this into more of our student housing district and stuff like that. And so pretty sure that's level. Yeah, there you go. And so I'm just going to go ahead and build out just a basic grid pattern, and then we'll probably come back in and change it up a little bit. I think that looks pretty interesting, and it follows the same kind of pattern on this side, and so I think having it a little smaller is interesting. I think maybe we might even just mirror that on the other side, because I like having these open spaces on the road. It's areas where we could maybe do like some bars or something, and then we could have the residential on the inside, and so I think we're going to do that. Yeah, you know what? I really like that. And then I think what we'll do is add in some bridges. Okay, and so finally, after finagling with that for a little bit, I am able to hook up this bridge. They were just slightly off. I think I'd messed up when I was building out this side. It was off by just one square, but it made it so that the bridges didn't connect properly, and so I went back in and I fixed them all. I think this looks really great. I like having the little mall area in the middle, basically, where we'll put a bunch of the college assets on the outskirts of this, and then we'll do the big park kind of in the middle with walking paths and everything. And it's really similar to how actual campuses are made, and so at least not all of them, but a lot of them. And so I think it's going to look cool. I'm going to go ahead and paint this whole thing as a campus area, because I want to be able to put some of the assets wherever we want. Remember, we're going for that whole college kind of vibe here, and so I want it to be intermingled with the actual city. And so I think we are going to, we're going to do some leisure. So maybe we will go like right here, and we'll come over here. We'll come down the middle. I think I'm going to clean that up. Yeah, and we'll just do leisure around that side, and then we'll actually put, actually, I mean, we could do leisure on the main with the boardwalk. That could be interesting. You know what? I think we will, because then we can just put regular city center stuff in here. I think that would make more sense. Yeah, there you go. And then we could just connect this across, but I think we'll actually just create two separate little college town districts. Like maybe we'll name this one the actual college city or whatever, and then this one will actually be like student housing and the little city right on the campus, and so like two separate cities pretty much. Alright, and so I think that's good. Let's come in here though before we forget. I do want to name this one leisure, but then I want to come in here and I do want to choose European suburbia for the districts. Oh wow, it kept it the same. Oh, that's perfect. Nice. And so we can keep that like that, and we should be good. I did want to use the modern city center, but I think going in and actually painting out the districts might prove difficult, but maybe we'll go back and do it. But I think for right now we're good. And so we're going to come in here, and I think we're going to do the university campus. I really like the look of it, and I think it fits in perfect with what we're trying to do here. I do think we're going to have to re-level this, because I'm kind of going for that almost colonial look. I think it's going to look really cool in this area, especially with the European suburbia kind of assets. And so let's go ahead and plop this building down, and we'll see how it looks. I do want it to be in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. It's an odd number, of course. And so we'll just slide this to the right like a smidge. Yeah, there you go. See, I think that looks great, and you can kind of see all the people happy in the background from the new campus. They're like, yay, there's more university access. Finally. Especially, I mean, we have been running on that other campus for a while now, and so, we got it all the way up to level 5. If you're interested in that episode, building out a trade school, I'll go ahead and put a link in the top right corner. And we're going to go ahead and soften the terrain for this guy. I don't know how I feel. Maybe that could actually work out, it being on the hill like that, because I think that actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then, so what I want to do is, first off, I'm going to lay down some water pipes before. Alright, and so let's go ahead and figure out, I want to put down a pretty sizable amount of dormitories, and I think it would be good if we kind of mingled them in. Let's look at our first school though and see. Yeah, this thing is pretty big. Maybe we will put this guy like right there. I think that could look pretty cool. We will go like right there. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, you know what? Right as you're driving in, you see that huge School of Law. I think that looks really cool. And so I do want to kind of sculpt this whole area around path access, and so to make sure that we do that, I want to draw in the paths now. Yeah, there you go. It's a little off on this side. And then, so we're going to put in some dorms. Maybe we'll put in the dorms on these little guys right here. I do want the dorms to be on the inside though, so maybe we'll keep those for regular commercial. So maybe we'll come in here and we'll do, let's say 2 over. Let's see how many we can fit though. So yeah, we'll do 2 over, and then 2 over again, and then 2 over again. And then we'll follow that same kind of plan over here. 2 over, 2 over, 2 over. I think those are... they look level. I think they're slightly to this side, but I think it looks good. And then we're going to come back through and do path access again. And there we go. And then I think what we can do is add in some sort of study hall. Let's see how big that guy is. You know what? I think that might block our little view. Maybe if we turned it the other direction. Let's see how far out. So like the middle of those dormitories. Maybe we'll come like right here. Let's see how this looks. Study hall. So I think it might block our whole view right there. You know what? You can still kind of see it, because this school is already kind of messing with the whole view down the mall. But I think this looks really good. Let's see what else we can put in here, because I kind of didn't want to block that. Maybe we could actually move that over here somewhere. So I would rather leave this open if we can, because I do want to intermix a lot of these. Club. Yeah, I'll put the club in the middle. I think that's good. And then as we unlock stuff, we'll be able to start placing down some more. I'm not going to focus on detailing just yet, because I know that as we unlock things, we're going to want and place them in here. Though I do think this is going to be primarily for walking in this center section, but I'll go ahead and hook up some electricity. There we go. And then, so let's go ahead and zone in some stuff as well. Let's put in some services first, actually. And so where do we have space for services? We could do some services right there. I want to do the bigger ones too, because this is going to be a pretty sizable area. And a lot of times with schools too, you see like big hospitals and stuff. And so we're going to go ahead and put that there. And then we're going to come and let's put that right there. And then let's see. It's a little far on this side. I would rather them be kind of close to each other. I mean, I didn't want to put it right next to that one. Maybe we'll put it on the corner here. That could be interesting, because these are all going to have stuff grow up around them, and so... And then we are going to have park assets in the middle here, and so I don't think we're going to place any parks around the outside. I just don't think that's going to be necessary. We do want to get some path access in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so I think that is a pretty good path network. I connected all intersections that were three-way. incomplete streets. I connected the boardwalk kind of area, which I'm counting this as the boardwalk even though it's not on the water, just because it's an actual board. It's like an actual boardwalk. But I connected it with the path so that there would be nice pedestrian access, because ideally, especially with college students, these are younger people. Maybe they don't have a car, maybe they just live on campus, and so having easy access to shops or anything in the area would be paramount. So oh, nice. It looks like we did not unlock our next level, but it's all right. We still got some time, and it looks like we actually do need. So we're still building out this area. It's not a huge concern. Would be nice for us to be able to get some of that though. So let's go ahead and do this. So we got everything. We just need the academic works. Yeah. So we'll just have to wait. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the. I think we still have some of the special research funding for this building too. Yeah, we do, which we do not need that. And there you go. And so let's go ahead and start zoning in some of these buildings. And we're going to keep some space for, we still need some schools in this area. And then, what is this rock doing? Get out of there. I think we're going to probably follow the same suit on this side. And I think for these we'll do high rise. And then on the inside we'll do low rise. I was gonna do shopping around this too. Maybe we'll do the same thing. Let's connect up this path. Yeah, because I think, having access to this area, we're just gonna have to come back and delete some of these buildings as we expand more, but having this access would be important. So yeah, I think that's gonna be good. And then so we got residential coming in, and let's see about putting down some schools. So I think I'm just going to use these nice ones, I think. So we'll do, this is the elementary, yep. So we'll do one. Nice if we could get a whole section, but it looks like we're just going to have to. We'll do one right there, and then we'll do one right here. And then we're probably going to need 2 high schools. This is going to be expensive. We'll do that, and then we'll come back and do that. And that is way more than I was originally thinking, but it's alright. And let's go ahead and, because I think the school has a library, but we're going to go ahead and put a library in here as well. Maybe we could do a couple. I think we'll come in here and let's see how this looks, because this might be kind of out of place, but no, you know what? I think it looks good, and it still provides walking access behind it, so I think that would be okay. It wasn't a part of the plan, but I do want to get a library in, especially since we do the book fairs. The libraries are important. And so we got pretty much everything. I don't think I'm going to zone in those areas with the schools, but I do think we're going to come in here. Yeah, there you go. And then that way we can actually zone in just a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. And then I think for those outer sections, we could probably do some more commercial. Maybe we could do some light shops. You know what? We could actually do, let's do some offices. I think that would be super smart. Yeah, there you go. That looks great. And then we're not going to need any parks, though right now we don't have any. Maybe we could just throw in a couple of dog parks. So I think dog parks are just, they're so functional and they're so smart. Like it's a great amenity to have. So we'll do one like right there. Yeah, there you go. And then we will come up here. It doesn't fit. Oh, there you go. This one fits. Perfect. We'll do that one. And then let's see. maybe we can just move these over so that they do fit. Yeah, there you go. Because I have the campus drawn in, it's allowing me to place these on the paths, which is great. Yeah, there you go. So now we got a little dog park for each neighborhood, which is perfect. And so now all we need to do is some landscaping. We actually didn't do any zoning on this main area. And this would be our little kind of bar area, college town area. I don't know if we need to do it out that far. Maybe we'll stop it like right there. I think that could be good. It's gonna be a lot of commercial zoning. This might mess up our RCI meter a little bit, having all this. There's a good chance it's going to. I think we will fill this guy in too. There we go. It's going to take a little while for all these to grow up. As you can see, our demand's already crashed on pretty much everything, and we are not connected yet, so maybe we'll just do that, and then we'll just come down, and we can always come back and delete these later, because we just want this area to grow, and if nothing's going to come in, it's going to be a little hard. And so my idea for this neighborhood is to do a huge transit hub here, and I got a really cool design that I'm really excited to show everybody. I've been playing around with it for a couple weeks, and so it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be a little different. And then I had an idea to turn this into something of like a little bit of a party island, since the college is right here and we got the zoo, and so I got some pretty cool ideas for this area as well. So make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel so you don't miss those. I really like how this is coming out. I think we're going to let it run for a couple minutes so that we can grow some of the stuff, because you can see, I mean, there's, yeah. Oh, these people aren't connected yet. They're like, we just need electricity. Please, somebody. Yeah, there you go. And these people as well, but I think they will be connected. It's funny we didn't zone in these guys. Okay, so I let the game run for quite a while. It was kind of taking a while to get a lot of these residential in. I did make a couple changes. We initially had the offices right here, and I had removed them and then put in the residential, and then moved them up here because we were already getting some sick citizens from the noise pollution. And then another huge issue that we have been dealing with is traffic. It's been really backing up. Like you can see, it's coming down here, and then it was even coming down to the highway. And so I kind of had to finagle with the intersections a little bit while the game was running, and it's definitely running a little smoother now. I think our primary issue is we just don't have any. So what I was thinking is just adding in a little, extending our elevated metro over here. I think it would be super easy, and it would also look good. I am planning on doing a transit hub for this area, but I think this would tie into it pretty well, and so this is just a good solution to kind of fix our problems that we're having right now. And so I think what we're going to do is just come over here, go like that, and then we'll just follow this straight. Like that, and then we have this lovely station right there, and this is a really busy line already, so it's gonna really tie into it. We're probably gonna have to finagle with the amount of trains it gets because it is a pretty busy station. So yeah, there you go. And then come up here. I just kind of want to kind of curve it in just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And then what we'll do is just grab this guy and then bring him out here so that now at least there's a little bit of access for these people. Yeah, there we go. And then we will definitely have to. It's funny, all these people are leaving, but like the metro just got that set up. Let's go ahead and look at the line real quick, because I feel like this is definitely going to turn into an even busier line. This one was already, so it looks like it bumped it up to 11. This was already one of our most productive lines, and so maybe we will leave it at 11 since that was the percentage that it was at before, and you can kind of already see these ones are. This one in particular, yeah, the one at the station is just being slammed. Yeah, it's this line right here. This is just, it's going to be crazy. So we'll leave it at that right now. And then okay, so it looks like I thought we had hit the unlock, but it looks like we just have a little bit more to go. It's just slow progress. We had missed it by one academic work, and so what I wanted to do was set up at least one stadium. We are probably going to do multiple stadiums. But so we have the aquatic center and the basketball arena, so we could do the track and field, the baseball, or the American football. And so I think we'll probably end up doing all three because I really don't know. I don't think we're going to end up doing another university campus in this build, and so I think this would be a good opportunity. And so I wanted to kind of do something where it's its own area, and it's just a nice little addition to this area. And so I was thinking maybe like right there. And we really got to pay attention to traffic. We're definitely going to have to provide probably some more access. I think having these two roads with this one in the middle is proving to not be super effective because as you can see, just all this traffic is backing up right here, and a lot of it just has to do with people trying to leave, and there's just not an easy way to do that, especially with this huge roundabout over here. Like if somebody's over here and they want to get over here, they have to take that road. So maybe we'll end up switching this away from a roundabout because having that access I think is super important. Yeah, I think that's going to be better because then now people over here can get over here through this road rather than having to drive around. And maybe we'll even attach this up. I think that could be good. Because then there's just one route that goes across and instead of having to go all the way around. I think that would be fair. I think that's good. And so what I'm hoping is that's actually going to take away some of this traffic. Because a lot of times, I mean, traffic just happens with bottlenecks. And that's exactly what this is. We're forcing all the traffic in this area to go to this intersection, which is why it's all backing up. This intersection just can't handle that amount of traffic, especially when it's already dealing with all these cars coming in. Like, look at this. There's just so many cars, and a lot of them are turning right, which doesn't affect this lane, but a lot of them are turning left too. And so I like the layout, but it's definitely some issues that you get with the city, and so what I'm hoping is providing those other routes will maybe fix it. But we may need to just go in and add in another route as well, which is okay. We still have this road down here, and so we'll probably end up maybe scooping this one down. Maybe we'll even upgrade this road and in preparation for that, because then we can put the stadium on that road, and it would kind of help with traffic with the stadium, rather than us just kind of adding to the problem. So maybe we'll do that. So yeah, now it just like turns, and then we could take this down. Maybe we'll rework this. Hey, you know what? I think that's probably smart. Because then now there is just a little bit more access, and it's going to make it a little easier for people in this area to kind of get around, which is super important. And I like that we actually did the highway road. It makes it even better. And so let's go ahead and see how this looks, even right here, because we could still go a little deeper. Yeah, maybe we'll go like right there. I think that would look good. So let's just go ahead and put in a road there. Let's see if right there is good. I think that maybe just a little... No, you know what? Because I think the sound, I'm looking at that orange circle, it just barely clips those homes down there. I think so. This would end up being good. Because we could even turn it to... That might even be better. So if we take this and let's say we follow this down, let's just see. Yeah, I think that right there looks good. Yeah, I think that'll work. I do want to use a bigger road though, because these stadiums tend to generate a ton of traffic, and so we want to be careful. Yeah, so we'll go right there, and then what we'll do is take this road around, and we're probably going to have to create some parking for this guy. But then that way, we can actually just connect this up, and then go down there, and perfect. Look at that. That worked out pretty well. Do need to fix that. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks interesting. It's a little different than what I was initially planning, but I think what we'll do is put in a huge parking lot right here. I think that would be smart. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And then we will just do some basic landscaping around this guy. think that looks pretty good, and then we'll probably just put in some foliage on the inside, because this would all be just closed off to the public area. It's like landscaping. Hey, you know what? I like that. I like the big parking lot. That would be essential for a stadium this size. And then I think having it right on the highway too is going to really help with traffic. I think having this whole intersection right here was just really smart. And then now, that's funny, I don't think it's in our, yeah, we have to, it's not even a part of the school campus, so we have to make sure that it is. There you go. And so now it should, yeah, Zillawood Buccaneer, University Campus of Zillawood Buccaneers. There you go. And what's going on with our electricity? Oh, we disconnected it. There you go. Come on, reconnect. Should reconnect, it's right there. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And so now, I mean, we should be like right there. Come on, yeah, we're right there. Can try speeding it up again. And so I think on the next episode we will work on putting in our level 2 stuff, and then I want to do another stadium right here because this is the university campus. I definitely think having all 3 of them is essential. And then I think we're going to end up doing like a whole beachfront kind of thing here, and then something cool here, but then also a rather large transit hub, because I think as this area kind of expands, it's going to be kind of its own little city. It's like a college town section of Zillawood. It's not even really part of Zillawood. This would be pretty far out of the town. This would be like a separate city. But I think what we can do is maybe do some light landscaping around the buildings that we know we're not going to move. And so I think these ones look good. Yeah, I think we'll go like that. Yeah, you know what? I like how they move too. They like move in the wind. Which I know all the trees do, but these ones seem to be moving a little more than the other ones do. Oh, we disconnected a little path here. Yeah, I think we just lost the path. I don't know if there's anything we can really do about that. Other than just go around. Yeah, there you go. It's just because of the... Man, look how busy that is. I knew this was going to be a big hit, because it's so far from the city, and it's the only mass transit now, and so this is definitely what everybody's taking. And this area is expanding out pretty well. We still do have some room to be able to do some parks and stuff, but I think this is definitely going to be like a multi-episode build, and so on the next episode we are definitely going to work on some more landscaping stuff. But I'm glad that we got this stadium in here, and I think even having this little area right here kind of affords an opportunity for us to maybe do some cool rocks. So I think it would help to break up this area. Let's just see. Yeah, there you go. We'll get like maybe one more. Can we do it? Yeah, there you go. Alright. And so now, I mean, this area's got like a really nice entrance. I like how the rocks just break up areas. They help to give some contrast. It's something nice to see, almost like a grand entrance. Yeah, look at that. Going into our stadium. So that would be like the first thing you saw if you were new to, say you were just coming for a game, like your kid goes to the school or something. It looks like we had some new red ones that were right there. Look at these guys. Those actually look really good. I like how big they are too. Look at that. I ended up downloading so many trees. I honestly haven't seen them all. Because I wanted to get more variety. I was using those same trees. Oh, look at that. Unrecognized. Perfect. Man, just in time. Alright, and so let's look at this. Let's see what we got. Just place a couple down. Oh wow, you don't even... How dare them? That's crazy. Oh no, we do. So we got the outdoor study hall. So the last thing we got, groundskeeping. We put the futsal club. So we need to do the gymnasium, the cafeteria, the fountain, and the outdoor study area. And I think the outdoor study area would be great right here. So what is that? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe if we go 4, 5, 6, that's, I mean, so like right here would be in the middle. Yeah, and it's like right off the road. I mean, this would be cool. This would be really nice. Look how many people are walking. It's just great. And we still do need to come in and upgrade these paths. And so let's see what... So University Gymnasium. This actually isn't that big. And so what I wanted to do was intermingle some of these. And so I think what we're going to do is demolish some homes to get some of these kind of built in. Because this was really what I was going for, and so we're gonna do that. Yeah, look at that. So now it's like kind of in the neighborhood, and we'll come up here. Cafeteria. I think the cafeteria would be better if it was actually on the main campus, and then maybe we'll even do the fountain like right there. Let's see if the cafeteria blocks that view too much though. No, you know what? I think that's pretty good. And then we can come in here. Do the path across. Maybe I'll actually just go right there. Yeah, you know what? I think that looks pretty good. Bam. Kind of wish. Well, thought you could. I know with Anarchy I can fit that in, but I was thinking that you could do it without it. I think I'm just gonna do some regular trees around this guy. Yeah, just to kind of blend it in a little bit. I think that's maybe a little too many trees, but I think it looks good. Yeah, we'll just kind of spread out some of them. Yeah, there you go. And so now there's just a little bit of contrast. And then I think we'll probably end up doing maybe a park, because I think we can add in park assets. I think I have the mod that allows you to do that, and so I really would like to do that. Yeah, look at that. I think that would be great. You know what? It's a playground. Even though I'm sure some of these people would have kids, I think a playground would kind of be out of place there. Maybe we'll do a plaza. Plaza with trees. I think that could look good. Yeah, you know what? I think that looks good on the back side of the cafeteria. That looks interesting, especially next to the fountain too. And so let's go in here and just do some light landscaping real quick. I think we'll do these autumn ones. I think these look great. Yeah, you know what? I think those look good. And then we'll probably only use this color in this area so that we can kind of get some contrast in some of the other areas. So my goal is I don't want to just use, like the last campus we did I thought looked really good, but we definitely kept, I mean there's a huge fire. We have kind of a theme when it comes to the colors, and I think they look good, but I kind of want to mix it up a little more with this campus. So I think this looks really good. If you're interested in my other campus build, go ahead and check out this video on the right, and on the next episode we are going to be building out the next stadium. We're going to be working on the next unlocks, and then we are going to be focusing on expanding this area. Thank you so much for watching.